Hello everyone, we are from Group 3. We'll be present about the summary of the flight story by John Steinbeck. But before that, we would like to introduce our members. So first, me, Nurmayang Sari, as a first speaker, and for the next, Komang Putri Intari as a second speakers. So there are 4 table of content that we will be discussed for today. So for the introduction and summary will be presented by me, and for the perspective and main character will be presented by Putri. So let's move to the introduction. So we start the story by a tourist family living 15 miles below Monterey. The environment is still beautiful, surrounded by beaches, rocky mountains, agricultural lands, and small huts. For 10 years, the family has been involved in farming and caring for the many corn trees planted on the hillside. They also have livestock, such as horses, pigs, cows, and chickens. Since the husband in this family died from falling and being bitten by a snake, his wife Mama Torres, a thin and ancient old woman, has become the backbone of the family. Mama Torres has 2 black children named Emilio and Rosie, who are 12 and 14 years old, and the eldest son named Pepe, who is 19 years old. Pepe is tall, has coarse black hair, is thin, looks cute and affectionate, but has a lazy personality. So we move to the summary. So one very bright morning, Mama Torres saw her children playing in the back of the barn with their father's knife. Mama Torres asked Pepe to go to the city of Monterey to buy supplies of medicine and salt. Pepe then prepares the horse, and Mama Torres gives a message to Pepe to be careful. Mama Torres said that Pepe could stay with Mrs. Rodriguez. Pepe then left his family to go to Monterey. It was early morning when Pepe returned to his house. Pepe looks tired, but his face and behavior began to change. He no longer looked like a weak person. He became a person with sharp eyes, was smart, and had a purpose. It turned out that the change occurred because an accident occurred at Miss Rodriguez's house. He injured a man with his knife, and he wanted to leave his house immediately. Mama Torres actually disagrees with Pepe's wishes, but she ends up asking Pepe to go anyway. Mama Torres prepared beef jerky, flour, water, and several survival tools in the form of a rifle and shipping mat and reading equipment. Mama Torres advised her children to always pray, keep walking and resting when it gets dark. Don't sleep well even though you are tired, and take good care of the horse you bring because the horse is very helpful on the journey. Stay careful and safe on the use of bullets, and food accordingly needs. He also advised his son to take advantage of nature if he lacked food and didn't interfere with other people's business. Not to be close and ask anyone he met on the street because not everyone was good. Mama gave her blessing to Pepe before starting the journey. After the preparation for his departure were completed in the early hours of the morning, he began his journey. So next, at dawn, he had already climbed the hill to the mountain on a steep and rocky road. He crossed houses, rivers, mossy land, and foggy situation that did not dampen his determination to keep going. Pepe rested on the river bank while giving his horse a drink. Around him there were large trees and shrubs. Pepe was hiding behind a large redwood tree when he saw a large man riding a horse with a chubby build, red cheeks, and white beard. After the man had left, Pepe continued on his way up to steeper and more challenging paths until the sun began to set. Pepe arrived at lonely and open place, only a trail to fragile trees with a not too heavy flow of water. He filled his water bag and watered the horse until he saw the stalker. She remembers her mother's message or not to approaching or communicating with people she met on the trip. He continued his journey through various obstacles and did not lose his resolve. So next, several times he rested while looking at the state of the mountains, hills, and rocks until he saw a small dark shadow of a man staring at the sky above the rock. He didn't want to know about that person. The next morning, he was surprised to see a wild cat with big spots, but Pepe managed to get away from it. His horse signaled that someone was coming. Pepe arranged for the horse to leave. Pepe and his horse were injured because they saw an eagle flying about above him. He shot the eagle but hit a small bird. Pepe saw a sheep and fired his rifle at the mountain. Pepe felt pain in his right hand from being hit by a granite shoot. Pepe was injured with the rest of his strength. He collected cobwebs and stuck to the wound. Pepe then moved slowly and carefully up the hill. The sun was already high by the time Pepe reached the top of the mountain. He remained sheltering in the bushes and changed direction where there was a snake. Pepe was resting in the hot sun. When he woke up, it was already dark. In the dark and tired, Pepe kept trying to climb the hill. Pepe feels thirsty, but there is no source of water. He finds wet mud and tries to drink it. He digs a hole until he fell asleep. The day have changed. Pepe wakes up in the afternoon. About 12 feet ahead, he saw a lion watching him. Pepe then saw a hanging hole that had been dug, and there was a small amount of water accumulating at the bottom. Pepe tore his shirt and put it in the water, then sucked to the cloth from his shirt. Pepe did this repeatedly until the lion went away from him. So next, Pepe heard a horse footsteps and a dog whimpering, and he remained alert. In the evening, Pepe continues his journey to the top of the hill. Pepe lost his gun and he tried to search the bushes but could not find it. Pepe is resting because of a lot of swelling in his body. Almost at the top, Pepe rested again and let out a hiss. On the way, Pepe scraped the wound by cutting the meat inside. It hurt a lot, but cleared his head. Pepe tries to get to the rock that is at the top of the mountain. When he got there, he tried to stand up. There was a stirring sound in his leg, followed by stones and bullets flying. Pepe tries to steal himself, but he ends up rolling over and covered in snow. So it is about the summary. So for the next will be presented by Putri.
Well, I will continue the presentation about the story, and I will explain about the perspective and the main character from the story. Here, I have some sentence from the story I think have a different perspective. And for the first is uh, in the sentence, out 50 miles below Monterey, on the whale coach, the tourist family had their farm. So from this sentence, I think it is describe about use perspective life, describe about the life and the natures, uh, because it show a life that is quite peaceful and also friendly with the natures, and be- because of that, uh, make nature still awake and beautiful. And also we can know where agriculture and livestock are the most common livelihoods. And the next sentence is Mama Torres, a land-dry woman with Asian eyes, had ruled the farm for 10 years, ever since her husband. That can be done. So from this sentence, I think the perspective is about woman, a strong woman, because from this sentence we can know the situation when the when her husband died, and Mama Torres must be uh, strong and to be tough and do everything uh, because she is a backbone on her family, and also uh, she is a mother to look after and support her children. And then uh, in the sentence, the happy knife lands out and sucked into the post again. So I think it is about the activity. Uh, from this, we can know any action taken will be integrated and have an effect. Like if you do something now, you will get in fact better next time, like that. And the next sentence is in the sentence, do not think big safe that you will buy candy. No, I will give you only enough for the medicine and the salt. From the sentence, it's very interesting in the word candy, medicine, and salt. It's I think it is like the real life. Candy is sweet. Many tasty is it is explained here in the sentence. So I think it is related with uh like like do not always think about pleasant things just to make yourself happy. Yourself happy is I think it's meant like a candy. It is sweet and there are always various tasty that we can feel. Not only happiness like a candy, but also sadness like a med medicine and salt. It is different tasty. And there is a wound, there must be medicine that can heal. And the next uh, sentence is in the sentence a boy gets to be a man when a man is needed. I think it is explain about a person can achieve a goal if he needs, if he has an attention and effort to achieve it, and often sometimes that is seen will not be the same as what is actually done. It's like if you want to get something, you must to do something like that. And from the Next sentence is thou art a false chicken. It is explainable. I think the the alternate the outer perspective use uh, the real life of children, young, like that. Maybe explain, but every parent always consider their children to be weak, in need of guidance, always in danger, and want to always be close to their parents. And for the next sentence is in the sentence soon afterward, they return Mama in her big oak bed on one side of the room, Emilio and Rosie in their boxes full of straw and sheepskin on the other side of the room. So from this sentence, I think it's point of view and family, simple family, simple life in one family. If in family have a simple life, it still feel comfortable even though there are standards and feelings in life. They feel they can still live like that. Uh, like uh, if you don't have anything, but you can live. Just use what you have, like that. And the next sentence is he was changed. They were sharp and bright and purposeful. So from this sentence, use the perspective change and also describe when someone be better and change their behavioral and also the gesture, like that. And this sentence use the perspective of change in the sentence implies that someone who already know the wider world will have a different point of view. They are physical and behavioral change. And the next sentence is in the sentence Pepe goes on a journey. Pepe is a man now. He has a man things to do. This sentence has the meaning that each individual has their own way of life. There are several choices in life, so that is necessary to choose which things to go through or way, not only in a comfort zones but having to try to do something that has never been done, like that. And from the story, I also get some words. I think it has a meaning and also perspective. The author need to explain, like the word wildcat, tiger, and angle, big plan. The area is devoid of life and dead horse. So from this words, I think have a meaning, like that in life there are always people who are silent and do not care about other people. It's a meaning of wildcat. And sometimes people who pay attention interfere in life. It's meant from an eagle. And then when big people or rich people or those who are more comfortable but do not care about their surroundings, sorry, their environment, their friends, I think it's meant from the area is devoid of life. And from there is always danger, so they must be careful in their action. I think it's meant from tiger. And some people close to who can live us either when it's sad or happy. I think it's mean from dead horse. Well, now I will continue to the main character in the story. In the story have some character, but here I will explain about the main character. The main character from this story is Pepe. Pepe is a man. He is 19 years old, and this, he is described have having a soft, lazy, and also have a black skin, black hair, a cute smile, and sharp nose. And it is looking quite tall. Pepe is the main character in the story who explores to reach a peak or goal. And then the second character is Mama Torres. Mama Torres is a woman. She is a tough, strong, and full affection and responsibility for the family. And the other character, there are Emilio and Rosie, is a siblings by Pepe. And Horseman, he is described have a fat body and a red face. Then person on the rock, and the last is Mrs. Rodriguez. She is Mama Torres' friend. Well, that's all from our presentation. Thank you for attention. Goodbye.